else in there? Sure. Great job today. Great job today.
You think? Oh my good boy. What's my good boy number? Come in, my dear. Hello, Midnight. Yeah, that's a good little boy. Oh, I love you. My good boy. Isn't it a good boy? Isn't it a good boy for Daddy? Good boy. Yes, you have. You leave Mittens alone.
Leave Mittens alone. Good boy. He was sleeping. The hell's wrong with you?
You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here for game one. And today's starter, Alek Manoah.
Well, Boog, along with great stuff that he has consistency. I mean, this guy's got a proven track record. You know when he takes the ball and goes out there to compete, he's going to give you everything he's got. Unload the tank, try to pitch deep into the ball game, and he almost always finds a way to make it very tough on opposing lineups, even when he doesn't have his best stuff, and that is the mark of a true competitor.
Thomas Pretty Boy stands in now and watches strike one.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Next offering in the dirt. Now 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. We played an inning. No score. Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in is the speedy Thomas Pretty Boy. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
Strike two.
Didn't recognize off speed, thought it was fastball, a little bit out in front.
Gonna count 1-2.
2 strikes.
You gotta stop playing with my shit, Pat.
And he deals. Ripped to third and caught. 2 outs, runner at first. Thomas Pretty Boy getting ready to hit. Left field. Arozarena moving under it. Brings it in for the third out. One left. Back here at Rogers Center. And now the DH, Thomas Pretty Boy.
Let's go, kid.
The pitch. And that one off the outside edge.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Hey, lucky can up there, kid, huh?
Next offering upstairs.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That one's spoiled, and they count now 2-1.
Hey, see it up, drive the other way. Let's go, big dog.
Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. That'll fire up the dugout, and the Blue Jays walk it off and win it 3-2.
So in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
(3-2) the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get started, and on the hill today, Thomas Pretty Boy. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
Ready to go now, and stepping in for the Rays, Josh Lowe. And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. There's the strike.
0-2. Here we go, guys. Let's go.
Got it by him for the K.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 1-1. Now one missed. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. Stays alive. Rosarena tries to hold up, appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Next offering is fouled back. The kick, the 3-2. And he walked him.
Take your base.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. It's a stone-cold take.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's Wander Franco. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Now 1-1.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
1-2.
Rosarena leads off first with 1 away. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin.
Ah, that ends the inning, so we take a break. The Rays strand just the 1. Back here at the ballpark, now it's Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, number 2.
Singy, this guy was a shortstop most of his life. He's transitioned very nicely to third base, and the power has come at the major league level. And the 1-0. And a good eye there.
Yeah, and one thing, even though we don't see a whole lot of bunting these days, I've always been impressed with how he's been able to make that play up the third base line and throw firm to first to get the out.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Varsho moving under it. And out number 1 on the grab. And now the first base. So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have.
3 o'clock? At 3 o'clock? What are we having for dinner? Okay, this goes whenever you wake up.
It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first two, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality. Just about ready to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Nestor Cortez Jr.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
Here comes the pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there. As a pitcher, got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
Next pitch just misses.
1 ball.
And the count 1-2. And a ball evens the count.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And now it's 3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Swing and a ball popped up. Williams brings it in with a nice running grab.
That is good. The catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. To third, Bregman.
Come on, get down.
Slings it across. That's out number 3. No. Bottom of the inning. Now up for Tampa Bay, Alex Bregman. And that one is lifted in the air. And there's one away. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Thomas Pretty Boy. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
As he was out front that time. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And
2
it
balls,
is 2-1.
1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strike.
The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2-2 now.
3 balls.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage. Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now the lefty runner on the go. Tips in for a strike. Throw. Save. Mejia too late. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He's 0 for 1. The 2-2. That's to third. Gathers and throws to first. And there's 2 away. So 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Jose Miranda. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. And he hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. And that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 3-0. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. Grounded out his first time. And the right-hander deals. Into center. Pretty boy makes the grab on the run.
Now batting.
Here's Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 so far. Kicks and deals. Out towards right center field. Pretty boy on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Here's a speed threat. Thomas Pretty Boy. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Good eye right there. Runner leads away at second.
2-2.
And there's a ball.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Hey, you can do it, kid. No one better up there. Let's go.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce.
1 down. Here's the center fielder, Thomas Pretty Boy. 1 for 2. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And ball 1.
That's a ball.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Bounce to the left side. Tosses to first.
You're out.
He's out. Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
A shutout in welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just to win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that can put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go and getting to start, Shane Baz.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
The designated hitter,
Thomas Pretty Boy in the box now. No balls and a strike. Righty to the plate. And it's even up.
That's outside.
Reynolds, the runner at second with one away.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Now fly ball to right center. Low, hustling after it. Got it. Nice grab. And there are two down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Thomas Pretty Boy next up for the Blue Jays. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time.
Here you go. Let it fly.
Ball one there. Next offering upstairs.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And 2-0 is in for a strike.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through it. Let's go.
Just
That ball
missed.
went out.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That's a laser base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1 with a flyout. To first, and they've got him picked off. Pretty Boy trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they tag him out. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Thomas Pretty Boy. The pitch. That misses.
That's out.
Ball 1.
Well, these Blue Jays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
There's a strike. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th. 1 out, runner at second. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Thomas Pretty Boy. 1 for 3. He's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching him and dreaming of having their own guy like him in the organization.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Cuts and misses, gets a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big...
And next for Toronto, Thomas Pretty Boy.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
Here's your 1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
In there, got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a foul. And next is the designated hitter, Thomas Pretty Boy. And first offering is fouled off. Clevenger, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Dives, and he can't hang on. Oh, he throws it away.
No, he's safe.
And, oh, no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. Runner takes off. Pitch low. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
See it, drive. Let's
2-0.
go, right here.
Just off the outside part of the plate. 2 outs with a runner at third. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
And a pitch. Up the middle, Williams. Over to first, and that'll do it.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations, boys. Get ready for the ALCS.
Fans are final.
right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field, and first pitch just minutes away. From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Game one of the American League Championship Series. It's the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, this should be fun.
Well, you can feel the energy in the ballpark, and these two teams have fought through so much adversity to get here. When you get here, you forget about individual statistics and you play for the team. When a team is able to do that, they see themselves go to another level, and I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight.
First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And today's starter, Alek Manoah. What should we keep an eye on here?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Get back.
Javier checks on first, and he's back in safely. Thomas Pretty Boy now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And misses inside.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there.
And a 1-1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And the righty deals. Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up.
Back now in Toronto, set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in is the speedy Thomas Pretty Boy. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Pretty Boy measures 6 feet 10 inches, 220 pounds, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Lee settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. And now the DH, Thomas Pretty Boy.
The designated hitter,
Javier back to work.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
1-1.
And now the count is even. And that one hammered way back there. And gone. He blasts one out to center, and they add on. It's 3-1.
Yeah, it's up.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win?
Next to hit, Thomas Pretty Boy. He's already homered in this game. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Yeah. Get a life, eh? You don't understand how my life is, so don't judge people that you don't know.
That's off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. And they get the out.
The left fielder, number 25.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning.
Me and my wife go on this on my channel, so maybe my wife said that.
Thomas Pretty Boy next up for the Blue Jays.
Thomas Pretty Boy.
High fly ball, shallow right field. Gonzalez under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Now it's the right fielder, Luis Gonzalez. That's out to center field. Pretty Boy has this one sized up. And there's one down. Packed house here at Minute Maid. Back here in Houston, we head to the bottom of the second. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Pretty Boy settles under it. And a quick out, number one. And now for the Jays, Thomas Pretty Boy. 0 for 1. He flied out to right this first trip. That's in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
It's a good take.
Next pitch is outside.
Hey, one pitch right here. 1 out.
Right-hander kick steals. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Drops into the glove. 1 up, 1 down. Base is empty, 1 away. Thomas Pretty Boy now at the plate. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Pretty Boy measures 6 feet 10 inches, just 21 years old. And he won a Gold Glove in 2025.
0-2.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
1 down, base is empty. Pitch misses there. 1-2 to count.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
In the dirt. On to first.
Got him.
And there's 2 away. Chris, third time through the order. So 2 on with 2 away. So next up for Houston, Luis Gonzalez. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Pretty boy moving under this one. He's got it, and that'll do it. Thomas, Pretty boy, digs in now.
Hey, your turn now. Keep it going. Come on.
And the
Ball
first
match
pitch
outside.
misses for ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
1-1.
And a pitch. Hammered on a line, base hit. Around third. He'll score easily. It's 4-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Throw first.
No, he
Pretty
did.
boy back on a dive. Pretty boy gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Another throw over.
He's good.
And he's back in that time as well.
Come on.
Again to first.
He's safe.
And no luck this time either. And another
Oh,
move.
he's in there.
And he's safe again. Uncle.
I know. Come on.
He's going.
The
he's
kick
going.
and the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. And safe. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Oh, the throw is over his head.
Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Punch up for us.
Okay.
Runner, he's going.
Goes
he's
to
going.
second, and he's picked off. And now he's tagged out at second as he can't get back. Runner at first with 2 away. Joe Perez up next for the Astros. And a pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
These guys have been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3-0. Pretty demoralizing.
from Minute Maid Park in Houston. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Houston Astros. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, the number one thing to discuss is just how lopsided this series has been. You know, you get to this point of the season, Boog, and you expect both teams to be on pretty even ground, but it's not played out that way at all. And when a team takes care of business with such dominance and gets out to a 3-0 lead, I just can't see this series lasting much longer.
Yeah, that's usually the way it goes. But hey, coming back to win the series has been done before. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set. And on the hill, Dustin May.
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time out. He pitched well enough to get the win thanks to that offense. He'll look to turn in another quality start in this one.
Thomas Pretty Boy next up for the Blue Jays.
Thomas Pretty Boy.
And first offering is fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Just missed.
Hey, you can't find it. Be patient, huh? They can come to you.
And a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1-2 now.
Whoa.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Righty delivers. Got him swinging. So first and second with 2 outs. And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick. Here's the 0-2. And that one lifted in the air center field. Pretty Boy makes the play, and that will end. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Jeremy Pena.
And that one in the air center field. Pretty Boy has a beat on it, makes the catch, and there's one gone. Packed house here at Minute Maid. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Thomas Pretty Boy. May back to work. Right side. He makes the grab, 1 away. Joe Perez up next for the Astros. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Back up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. 1 for 3. In the air, center field. Pretty Boy drifts towards it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around. Back here in Houston, all set for the start of the inning. And now, Thomas Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
So 2 down. Jeremy Pena, the next to hit. 0-1 now. Now a screamer into the outfield. Pretty Boy makes the catch, and that'll do it. So up next for Toronto, Thomas Pretty Boy. On the ground to third. Over to Altuve. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry. So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely.
All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab, Christian Javier. What's the word on him?
Yeah, and when he's on, he's a real treat to watch. I become a fan myself. You know, he often takes the pressure off of his hitters to score a lot of runs, but they have to be careful to not just go into a slumber. They've got to put up some runs, make it a little bit easier for this guy so he doesn't have to battle every time that he's out there. No one should be surprised, though, if he settles in and takes control of the game and throws a shutout.
That misses the zone. 3 balls, no strikes.
Right there. All right, come on now. One time. Get a piece.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Fights it off. You'll see another. And a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Brings it in. That is the inning. Thomas Pretty Boy next up for the Blue Jays. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
That one fouled off. Ramirez at second with 2 down.
Drive it like you can.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Next one just misses. And it's 1-2.
It's a good take.
Two balls, two strikes to count with 2 outs. Man on second, 2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now here is Thomas Pretty Boy. A strikeout and a walk.
Pretty boy.
In for a strike. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
At the belt and fire. There's a swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
Next offering upstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Struck him out. Really pulled him with a breaking ball. 1 down, runner at first. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Thomas Pretty Boy. In there for strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Struck him out looking.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean,
Thomas Pretty Boy next up for the Blue Jays.
went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And first offering is fouled off.
Hey, we need you right here. Here you go now.
Tied at 4. Takes low for ball 1.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Hey, easy right here, kid. Let's go. Come on, big guy. See it. Drive it right here.
Moncada at third. McLean on second. Reynolds at first. 2 out of the inning. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3.
Yeah.
This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. And welcome Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The World Series on MLB. Thomas Pretty Boy getting ready to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ball one, no strikes.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
And that's outside. First and second here, no outs. Next offering way off the plate. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Yeah, it could be his nerves. It could be adrenaline, just too pumped up. This is a big game, and sometimes guys need to get a little fatigued so that they can allow their stuff to really play.
This one blasted left center field on its way, and that one is out of here. That should fire up the dugout, and the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 3-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. And next for Toronto, Thomas Pretty Boy. He's already homered in this one.
Thomas Pretty Boy.
First offering misses badly for ball one.
Hey, see if you can drive. What do you say?
The pitch. So 2 balls and no strikes. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boone. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
In the air, left field. Soto gets under it, and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Thomas Pretty Boy next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered here in this one. This ball's chopped on the ground. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earned the base hit.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 2. 2 outs. And that's ball 4.
Runner, take your base.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. The underhand flip. They take the force out. Inning over. And welcome back. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Thomas Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy.
First pitch, just misses. Pretty Boy in his 4th year, just 21 years old. And, of course, has a Cy Young to his credit. Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Let it fly. Let's go. Trust your stuff.
The 1-2.
Let it fly.
And now 2-2. And now it's filled up.
Count.
That one ripped. Margot moving back. Up against the wall and brings it in. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now, Thomas Pretty Boy. This one smoked out to left. Soto hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just
First pitch coming your way next. Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first 2 games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Elijah Pappas.
Well, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound to start the game. He can be really good at times and turn in some real excellent efforts. For me, it'll tell us a lot to see how he's attacking the strike zone and pitching aggressively or not. If he's doing that from the jump, I think he'll be fine in this one.
This to third. Baden tosses across the first, and that will end the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Thomas Pretty Boy. Rounded out his first time up.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Next pitch misses outside. And now 2-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heat. 2 outs. Runner on first. And now the center fielder, Thomas Pretty Boy. That one's in there. And that is strike one. Pretty boy in his 4th year, just 21 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. The 0-1.
Ball, that's in.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Clearly all in on the fastball right there, but it was a changeup. Bottom just fell out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. One hit, one left. Top of the order due up in the home. Back here at Citi Field, and here is Manuel Margot. Swing and a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Fly ball center field. Pretty boy coming on. Long run. Nice grab. 2 down. Man at second here with 2 away. Next is the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco. This to center field. Pretty boy in position. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Thomas Pretty Boy. Chris Edwin Diaz has turned into one of the top closers in all of baseball. Kid who grew up in Puerto Rico, 3rd round pick by the Mariners in 2012. When he was in Puerto Rico, he grew up playing along with Carlos Correa and Jose Barrios.
Yeah, Diaz became the youngest pitcher in MLB history to record a 50 save season. He had 57 as a 24-year-old.
1-1.
Next offering way upstairs.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for relief.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the center fielder, Thomas Pretty Boy, known for his late inning heroics. And that's in there for strike 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
The 1-1.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation.
Back here in Queens, the batter now, Jorge Polanco. The 0-2. In the air out to center. Pretty Boy settles underneath it, squeezes it, and there's 1 down. And now Christian Bethancourt, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Swung on, belted. Pretty Boy on a dead sprint, racing back, and he brings it into the warning track.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected.
Next to hit, Jorge Polanco. This one in the air, center field. Diving, but it gets down for a hit. Ball back in a hurry, and the winning run now at second with only 1. No outs, runner at first. So up next for Toronto, Thomas Pretty Boy. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And a swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Try to stay out of a double play here.
Next offering misses. Now 1-2.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
And he deals. This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He circles the bases. His second home run of the series. It's 3-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Christian Bethancourt. He's 0 for 1.
First baseman, Christian Bethancourt.
Right-handed reliever. Out to center. Pretty boy gets there. He's under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
I don't get that.
So just about set now. And taking the ball for the Mets, Kodai Senga.
Well, last time out, thought it was going to be pretty good, but wasn't able to make it out of the second inning. A real shocker. So he's fresh, and having had an opportunity to look at that last start, I expect him to be a lot better in this one.
Thomas Pretty Boy at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Line drive. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair, and even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that base.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. His second homer of this series, and they grab the lead. And at second with 1 away. And next for Toronto, Thomas Pretty Boy. Doubled his first time up. And that one missing low.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Grip it and rip it.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The pitch. That's a little bit low.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Ramirez around third. He will score, and they lead by 3.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now a check on him at second. Back safely. Double steal. Down the line towards the corner. Margot towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. So here's Manuel Margot. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And the 0-2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Pretty boy should have this one. Puts the squeeze on it, and the inning is over. So 1 out, nobody on. And now it's Juan Soto. Went down on strikes his first time through. Left-hand hitter waits. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Pretty boy makes the grab. 2 down. Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And Polanco is out. And that is that. 1 away, runners at second and third. And now for the Jays, Thomas Pretty Boy. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Bases loaded with 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. Here's a 1-1. And a ground ball to first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time. So they get the out, but a run does score. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. That one drilled left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 gone, runner at first. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And a ball and 2 strikes. Margot runs. Liner, base hit. The throw to third. In there safely.
Just so sound in his mechanics.
So 2 away with nobody on. And next for Toronto, Thomas Pretty Boy. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is. And it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Oh, that's out.
Next pitch is outside.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0.
And he chases that one. And good work there as he... Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and
Thank you.
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And as we get set for Game 5, Chris, it seems like this series could still have a few twists and turns in it.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration. But these situations tell us a lot about a team's character. And for some teams, it brings out their absolute best. But for others, it can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face. And so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Today's starting pitcher, Mitch White. What do you got on him, Chris?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Now it's the DH, Thomas Pretty Boy. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is in for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
He goes down looking. Two outs, runner at first. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Thomas Pretty Boy. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Reynolds, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Come on, big guy, see it, drive it, right here.
The pitch. And he pumps it a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Come on, big guy.
Hit hard, base hit.
Nice job, baby, way to go.
When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
This one in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Thomas Pretty Boy. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Little dribbler up along third, and he grabs it foul. That one not close. And 1-1. Ripped to short. Lindor on to first.
You're out.
And that's an out. Welcome back. Top of inning number 7. And now for the Jays, Thomas Pretty Boy. First offering misses the mark.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss.
One ball.
And the count 1-2.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
And here it comes.
Full count.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Righty delivers. Runner on the go. Ripped on a line. Makes the catch for the out. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. 2 outs, bases loaded. And next for Toronto, Thomas Pretty Boy. Hard hit, base hit. And that gets all the way to the wall. The run scores from second, and it's 8-3. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these guys. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when these guys return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. For Chris Singleton and our outstanding crew, I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First
more than that. I got an extra 200K.
A congratulatory phone call.
Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Just about set to go now. On the hill here today, Alek Manoah. What do we have on him?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
High in the air, out to right. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Now at the plate, Thomas Prettyboy. Flied out his first time. Hit hard, that gets through.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
The pitch. Runner takes off. It's a pitch out. Throw, and they got him.
Well, they tried to press their luck a little after.
And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH. Thomas Prettyboy. 1 for 2. On the ground to the left. That ends the inning. Thomas Prettyboy next up for the Blue Jays. And they've got the no doubles defense set up. Outfielders playing deep, infielders guarding the lines. This one smacked out to left center. And there's a hit.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Next pitch is popped up.
You're scoring, you're scoring.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. This one ends the final 9-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew.
Come on.